He equally stressed that AGPGN has not sold its soul to the devil, that the organization has not refused to compromise its values, its principles for money, for fame, for political favor.
Okay. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our dear viewers, you are once again welcome to the best channel that gives you the update of grant that's ongoing, which you all know. This is the hope and freedom you know right here will give you all the latest information pertaining grant futures and every other update. Right now it is about the grant that's ongoing, the disbursement, and it is the schedule that will be taking place.
We bless God. We pray that this week shall be a week of blessings. A week of divine connection, a week of divine intervention, a week of divine upliftment for each and every one of us. I want you to pay attention to this update coming from today. Junior. He has a lot to say about disbursement and the protest. Please pay attention to him and hear what he has to say. This is Hope and Freedom. If you're new to this channel, do us a favor to subscribe. Click on the notification bell so that anytime we drop updates, you will be notified. Thank you. I remember blessed. We'll be right back.
We have entered into a wonderful Thursday, the 29th of January 2026, just a couple days more to the end of this month. The Lord has been so good to us in everything. With all our expectations and ambitions, we believe that God still has a good purpose for us concerning this grant disbursement. Now, having said that, I took time to really listen attentively to the voice note of Ustaz Dawood, the president of the All Grant Progressive Group of Nigeria, or something like that, AGPGN. And he was trying to explain the position, his own position within the current grant ecosystem, and why the organization has chosen to remain silent in spite of the confusion and controversy surrounding the grant disbursement. Some of the things he pointed out has to do with the quietness for a long time because of the nature of the society we live in. And according to him, speaking too early or responding emotionally could have caused more harm than good. He equally stressed that AGPGN has not sold its soul to the devil, that the organization has not refused to compromise its values, its principles for money, for fame, for political favor. And in his own view, remaining silent was a strategic and moral decision and not a sign of weakness or guilt on the AGPGN side. I want to hit at something, so please follow me stepwisely. He also went further to state that no grant handler anywhere has received any disbursement so far. And according to him, despite the many claims and promises circulating among the different groups, the truth remains that no real grant money has been released to any grant handler, and that people are being misled by false information, by some staged announcements and empty assurances. Now, he insisted strongly that as things stand, no grant handler has anything tangible to offer the people except AGPGN. And he further clarified that AGPGN itself has not received any grant fund yet, that the money has not dropped, that is trying to correct the impression that some groups are already in possession of funds and are only delaying distribution, and that such claims are misleading. The claims are not true. Then he started going deeper into what he felt is the real deal and the problem in this system. He talked about the government policy. He tactically linked the current delay to government policy, explaining that due to the current government policies and decisions, there would be no grant disbursement by any grant handler in this country or at this time. Then he mentioned that this policy situation affects everyone equally, regardless of how loud or confident they appear in the public. And in other words, no organization has been officially cleared or empowered to disburse grants under the present conditions. Now, in trying to simplify the situation, not knowing that he was complicating matters, Hustas Dawood paraphrased his statement by saying that some individuals within the system connected them or linked them to the government. Linked the association AGPGN to the government. And because of this connection, the government allegedly decided not to release the full grant funding, but instead offer what is called little change, which is also called palliatives to the people. And this, according to him, is far from the original expectations and promises made to the people, which has to do with grants. So in other words, grants are phased out and palliative is in vogue. And even the palliative that is in vogue has not dropped yet. Then I believe that these organizations appears to be a group of impersonators. These are people or groups that are presenting themselves as legitimate grant handlers when they are not. AGPGN didn't start as palliative givers. According to his word, he also was part of subscribers. But the information flying around in recent time was that AGPGN has sold themselves to the government and had parleyed and partnered with the government to give people just crumbs. So these impersonators have taken advantage of the desperations and hope of the masses. They collected money from them. A lot of ordinary subscribers contributed money. They contributed their time, energy, and also trust, believing that they were supporting a genuine process. But then this has been misused. He's just trying to clarify himself. He's trying to express concern that the contributions made by the masses have not been misused. But I'm not seeing, people are not seeing this in this light. Yes, because ultimately AGPGN benefited from what the masses contributed. Yes, they benefited. And this situation really has damaged the trust within the ecosystem and created that division among beneficiaries. At the point when everybody was expectant of the grant, they came in and said there's no grant, but there's going to be palliative. And there was a memo that came up on the flag of the palliative disbursement shortly, sometimes last year, only for us not to hear anything again from them. And there was no explanation to that effect. So, in a lot of belief now, AGPGN is closely tied to the government influence. And I see AGPGN appearing like a government puppet and paid agent whose role is to cause confusion in the grant ecosystem. Rather than them working together with other grant handlers to ensure that disbursement is being made to all subscribers, they tried to exonerate themselves from that and palliate with the crumbs that is going to fall into the covers of expectant beneficiaries. I think this is not nice. This is not nice. Now, AGPGN remained silent for months. No explanation until now when it talks about you don't know government policy. You don't know government policy. If you know government, we know government policies. Of course we do. We know that government is heinous in their decisions. We know that government is trickish. Government is sly. Government always want to predominate over the affairs of the masses. We do know. But one thing we don't know right now about the AGPGN status and stand is the fact that they claim there is no grant. It's only palliative. That statement is false and misleading. If you have not sold yourself to be an agent of the government, tell the people the truth. Tell the masses the transparent truth. There is grant, but there is wickedness. There is grant, but there is evil. There is grant, and a lot of people have fed fast, using that as a sly to get into the pockets of the masses and drain them of the little they have. That is bad. That is not nice. AGPGN remained silent intentionally. It was an intentional act. You claim to protect your values, but that is lack of transparency. Government policy are bureaucracies. We are not just knowing them. We know that anything that has to go through government passes through processes. But for you to absolutely say, and you keep saying that there's no grant anywhere, that is a total misleading statement. So it's only crumbs they are meant. Is it crumbs that was shared by the US? Is it crumbs? Now, the money that is not your own, you sat on the money that is not your own, that is an international money, that was contributed by groups of willful donors, concerned donors about the plight of the country and the masses in this nation. It's not your money. Someone else who had feelings for the masses did that. And you sat on it for years while people are begging. Now, what if it has to do with your money? Nobody would ever have access to it. And that's why Nigeria is the way it is. The government bureaucracy is to, if you know it so well, is to silence the truth. The bureaucracy of the government is to evade reality. Don't tell me that government has no money, or government didn't receive money, or government is not a custody of money. Government bureaucracy always seek to invalidate the reality of things. They try to cover up evidences and manipulate people. They are manipulators. And if AGPGN has joined that fray and joined that gang up, that means you have become manipulators also. There is grant. That was where you missed it when you say there is no money. There is no grant. No grant handler has any money to pay anybody. You missed that target. If you say the money has not been released, you are within reach. But for you to say that there is no money at all except except crackers or crumbs, then you miss the target. You are impersonating the government. You are impersonating your position and status also. You are taking advantage of the masses because you do collected money from them also. So, overall, your voice note was a strong attempt to clarify AGPGN's position, to distance the organization from allegations of compromise and expose what you believe to be the real issues delaying the grant disbursement, whether people agree with it or not. You called names and all that, and the grant, but I know that the grant problem is bigger than individuals, and government have policies that changes, and they are so sly. But genuine disbursement should be expected. Don't tell me that there's no money to disburse. You're wrong by saying that. Government positions we know. Government statuses we know. Government's lifestyle we know. So don't be a puppet to the government and support the government on their nefarious act towards the masses. The masses are suffering. The masses are pained. The masses are buying daily. A lot is going on in their hearts, in their homes, in their marriages. But don't feel like you are insensitive to their plight. There is money to disburse. If they haven't disbursed yet, fine, understandable, but not because there is no money to disburse. They are rich and it's huge. And that's why their eyes are there. Don't be their puppet to join that evil act. My submission. Thank you. In case you are new to our platform, do kindly subscribe so that we can be together. And I want to encourage us to pray towards the forthcoming GCDM World Press Conference. Let's try as much as possible to support that process so that it can be a huge, it's not just one person's loyal responsibility, it's a collective responsibility by all of us. So let us all work together to achieve the success that this conference is really meant to foster. And I pray that it will end in praise to the glory of God and to the shame of the devil. Thank you very much. I wish you a very wonderful day, and bye for now.